Hi, it's Lauren here, your Align Life mentor with Holistic Feng Shui and Mindset. This week's blog is Feng Shui and Tolerances. What are you silently telling the universe? This week, I finally had a rotten post in my handrails repaired, the one right at the top of my stairs. It had been decaying more and more after each wet season, patched up with quick fixes that never held. I've been tolerating it for years. Every time I walked past it, I felt that familiar, energetic slump, as if it were whispering, "This will do." But deep down, I knew it was a cop-out. That post sat in an area that I associate with career and life path. It's one of the first impressions visitors get. The message it had been sending silently to the universe was not just one of tolerating neglect to my home, but that I was accepting my career as it was, when really I was in limbo holding on to the safety of teaching career. I was putting up with less than I deserve. But this week, something shifted. I'd recently resigned from my job and put it out into the universe that I am now an aligned life mentor, an expert in holistic feng shui and mindset. That identity shift stirred something in me, a declaration to the universe. I will no longer tolerate what isn't aligned with who I am becoming. My home is my sanctuary, and it deserves love and care just as I do. I found the right person, I allocated the money for it, I booked it in. And I kid you not, the moment he began the work, $346 was transferred into my account for services I'd rendered. His charge? $350. The remaining few dollars came in through passive sales from my children's digital resources later that day. As soon as I took aligned action, the universe met me there. This wasn't just a handrail repair. It was an energetic boundary being set. It was me saying, this is the new standard. What you tolerate, you attract. Another beautiful example came from a client who recently completed my Flow Finder audit. One of the suggested aligned actions in her results involved addressing tolerances, especially in a Bagua area connected to her current goals. She began intuitively tackling these, and once she declared to the universe, I am worthy of being a priority, things that had faded into the background suddenly became visible again. Broken items, clutter, neglected spaces. The energy shifted. She felt lighter, more empowered, more in flow. When you stop tolerating, you reclaim your power. Tolerances drain energy. We often tolerate things physically, emotionally, spiritually, not because we're lazy or unaware, but because we're just not ready yet. Sometimes it's not the broken item that's the problem, but what it represents. A fear of spending, a fear of change, a fear of deserving better, a fear of offending someone. But tolerating misalignment leaks energy. It clogs flow. It keeps us tethered to the past. And worst of all, it sends the universe a message that this is good enough. You would have heard, where there's a will, there's a way. That will comes from your desire. So when you get clear on your desire and declare that to the universe, the mental, emotional, and energetic shifts open up to the way. If the way doesn't show up, it's because your intentions weren't clear enough or you're not ready yet. When you harmonize your inner and outer worlds, the universe matches this energy to nurture you and your dreams. Your home reflects your energy. I recently had a conversation with a friend who shared a story from a Feng Shui expert on social media. The woman explained how her front door opened outwards instead of inwards, disrupting the flow of qi into her home. She had been aware of the misalignment for months, but chose to ignore it, until one day she decided she was done tolerating it. She took intentional, aligned action and had the door adjusted. That's when everything began to shift. Opportunities started to flow. Her energy lifted. But the real transformation didn't come from the hinge. It came from the moment she declared enough. That change happened because her mindset had shifted first. She was ready to level up and move beyond the rut she'd been stuck in. She stopped tolerating what the misaligned door represented, and with that inner clarity, the inspiration and energy to make the physical change naturally followed. What are you really saying? The things you're tolerating are quietly sending signals to the universe and to your subconscious about what you believe you're worthy of. Take a walk through your home with fresh eyes, using the lens of the Feng Shui Bagua. Each area holds symbolic meaning, and so do the items, or neglect, within them. Love and relationships, worn out underwear, broken jewelry. Is it saying, I'm not special enough for the good stuff? Wealth and abundance. An empty wallet, unpaid bills left visible, or chipped crockery. Could it be saying, I don't trust there will be enough? Career and life path. Cobwebs in your front entrance. Unclear signage. Broken mailbox or a stuck door. Might it whisper, I don't know where I'm going? You and balance. Expired supplements. Clothes you don't feel good in. Possibly reflecting, I come last. Children and creativity. Unfinished creative projects. Outdated children's art or work samples. Is it echoing, I don't have time to have fun? Helpful people and travel. Outdated calendars. A disorganized car. Does it convey, I can't rely on support? Fame and recognition. Faded photos. Dusty trophies. Or oversized clothes. Maybe it's saying, I'm hiding. Family and health. Broken heirlooms. Family tension items. Cluttered storage. Could it mean the past still weighs me down? Wisdom and spirituality. Unread books. Or outdated books. Abandoned journals. Chaotic desk space. Might it be saying, I feel safe where I am and don't want growth? These tolerances aren't just mess or maintenance issues, they're energetic messages. The good news? You can change your story at any time. Your gentle invitation, a tolerance check-in. As you do the inner work to align with the energy of the life you're calling in, just like one of my clients did this week, the things you've been tolerating will no longer stay hidden. They'll begin to stand out, almost like a flashing light, and the urge to finally repair, remove, or shift them will rise to the surface. It isn't about being hard on yourself for letting these items or spaces deteriorate over time. It's about reclaiming your energy and intention. Ask yourself, what am I tolerating right now that is quietly draining me? What have I been making do with that no longer feels aligned? What does this item, space, situation represent for me? What am I ready to declare to the universe with my actions? If I'm not ready yet, how will I know I'm ready? From tolerating to transforming, spot the shift. Signs you're tolerating more than you realize. You walk past broken or cluttered areas daily and think, I'll deal with it later. You feel drained or irritated in certain rooms of your home. You've patched things up instead of fixing them properly. You keep saying, "It's fine," but deep down, it's not. You've normalized discomfort to avoid spending time, energy, or money. You feel stuck or uninspired, even though nothing major has happened. Or signs you're ready to shift out of tolerating. You're suddenly noticing things that didn't bother you before. You feel an urge to declutter, rearrange, or repair your space. You're no longer okay with good enough. You're craving alignment, even if it's undefined. You believe you're worthy of better and want your space to reflect it. You've started taking small aligned steps without waiting for permission. Awareness is the first step. Not judgment, not fixing, just noticing. Because when you stop tolerating what doesn't support you, you make space for what does. I've created a free tolerances decluttering planner related to this blog post. It actually aligns perfectly with the decluttering companion resource that I have available in our shop. So if you're ready to take this work even deeper, I've created this beautiful Feng Shui Tolerance decluttering planner to help you identify and clear what you've been silently tolerating in your space and life and start shifting your energy intentionally. This free printable pairs perfectly with my decluttering companion and makes a powerful starting point for your journey towards energetic clarity and conscious living. Use it to identify hidden tolerances across the home, including the 9 Bagua areas, understand the energetic message behind them, take aligned intentional action, reclaim your space, your flow, and your energy. To get yours free, all you need to do is subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, you'll be receiving it in our next newsletter free. So all you need to do is find our blog. So you go to naturally-balance.com.au and find our blog page. You're looking for our blog, Feng Shui and Tolerances. You can have a read through if you want to listen again, or you can scroll down to the bottom, enter your name and email, and it's yours for free. Thank you for taking the time to listen or read our latest blog. We hope that it gives you the knowledge you need to continue to make positive changes in your life and your little ones' lives. Please share this if you think someone else needs to know. Love and blessings to you, Lauren.